bit of time to get in here today. So, yep, I'm going live from home. Yay! But, yeah. I didn't didn't go live through StreamYard, so I didn't put out a notification that I'd be going live. I hope everybody finds me, but that's okay. So, just gonna wait here a minute. Had a busy day today. Went to church and then to A&W in Iowa and ate lunch with Gary before he went on to Missouri. So, yep. Been home a little while. I've got some tomatoes going to can and yeah, just super busy. But I'll just hang out here a minute. Hope you guys are doing good. I'm gonna get comfortable. Hopefully somebody will come in. I won't be all live here all by myself. Hello, Heather Hopper. How are you? You're the first one in today. I'm just hanging out by myself. Gary is on his way back to Missouri. Well, he should be in Missouri, but not quite to his folks' house by now. And hello, Miss Lynette. Hello, Mountain Maple. Happy Sunday. Colleen, hello. Okay, I'm not sure if the chat's gone. There it is. Okay. Hi, Isaac. Gary's on his way back to Grandma Sue's. So, yeah, I'm by myself. So I'm going to go live with you guys, chat with you guys for a while this evening, and then I'm going to go do chores, which are much less now that we've gotten rid of some of the animals. Yes, I have chickens. I have about 40 laying hens and about 5 roosters. Hi, Evelyn. So, yeah, I've had chickens for a very long time. A little bit of the time when we were in Wyoming, I didn't have chickens. But most of the time in Wyoming, I did have chickens. We had a neighbor that kept them at her house. And so I had them at her house because she was technically out of the city limits. But, yeah. I've had chickens for most of our, probably, let's see, I would say I'd have had chickens for at least 25 out of our 28 years married. Not all sequenced together, but yeah. Right now, because some of my chickens are molting, I'm getting around 15 eggs a day. I got a big batch of my chickens are molting, so that's what I'm getting today, is about 15 a day. I do have some older hens that I need to get rid of the older hens. We did process some of those yesterday and getting ready to go out. Well, hello, Dale with 9 Acre Family Farms. We were in Iowa today. After church, we went and had lunch, and then Gary went. You get about 12 out of 17. That's pretty good. My chickens are about 20 of them are a year old, but most of them are getting close to 3 years old. So they're towards the end of their laying cycle. Chickens, chickens don't have a long lifespan. They don't have a long laying cycle. So it's time to restart. Well, we're dispatching them and cleaning them, and so I cooked them, and they're going to get canned tomorrow. So yeah, that's what I meant. Mountain Maple Ranch is, yeah, we dispatched them, and since they were older hens, we just took the breast meat and the legs, and so I put those into the pressure cooker and cooked them down, and then tomorrow I'll put them in the can, into jars, and can them. That's, yeah, that's what we do with our old hens and young roosters. Emma, hello, 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 Emma. Emma, I'm excited to see some of your photos. I'm ready to see some video. I'm ready to see stuff from HOA. Cool. There you go. Got an incubator. I use broody hens usually to hatch out, and sometimes, well, a lot. Sometimes I find chicks on sale too, and I will buy chicks on sale and get them fairly cheap. Yes. Yeah, and then they can lay longer. Their prime is they're usually past their prime by 2, and they'll slow down their laying rate. And by 3 to 6 years old, they're done. Some of them will continue to lay. They're just not going to lay as often. At 3, they're past their prime. They're not done laying, but they're not going to be at their peak laying. So some of the hens we processed today were yesterday were 4 to 5 years old. So they were way past their prime and definitely not laying anymore. There's some ways you can check. You can check the distance between their pelvic bones, and you can also check the distance between their breastbone and pelvic bones, and see if they're still laying. Oh, right. So Emma and her family are on their way home from HOA. That's cool. I hope you guys are having safe travels and good weather to travel. But yeah. So yeah, chickens. Hello, 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 gathered together. How are you doing, Glenn? Well, thanks for joining us, Emma. And the chat just goes away, so I don't get to see it very, very long until somebody puts something up, and then it'll pop back up and I can read it again. Oh, Mr. Charles, hello, hello. But yeah, so yeah, I usually age out my hens at 3 to 4 years old. I'll age them out and process them. But just because they're laying slows down, and it's economically, it's hard to feed a chicken that's not producing. Yeah. So, yeah. But we are discussing starting over next year, like getting rid of all of our chickens and then starting over next year. We'll see, though. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how things go. Oh, you had such a good time that you didn't get any. That's okay. Hey, I've been there. I did the same thing at a lot of the conferences we go to. I'm similar. I did get some footage of our growing towards self sufficiency gathering. It's all on my phone, and I've got this new phone. And even though I got a new phone, I'm still having the exact same issues that I had with my old phone, and it's just taking forever to do anything on it. And so I'm really aggravated because I thought that would fix it. And so I'm kind of going to, I may have to go to Verizon and say, look, this is an issue, and see what's going on. See if I need to have a different app for processing videos or editing videos or what. Dale, Mr. Charles Dale is at 9 Acre Family Farms. Yeah, it's hard to keep track of everybody. Hopefully the chat will pop back up. Somebody text something, even if it's just a dot, so that so that it'll pop back up and I can catch up on the reading. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't heard. I haven't heard about shortages. The only thing I've seen so far right now is eggs in certain areas. So a friend of mine put a picture up from her local grocery store, and yeah, that's it. He's on Tony's live so many times. Yep. Yeah. I might need to go out and pew pew my phone. It's, yeah. I've got eggs too. I've got lots of eggs, and the farmer's market's slowing way down. So I'm really thinking about putting a sign out at the road. 3 dozen a day. Holy smokes, that's a lot. That's a lot of eggs. Is it just rumors? Good. I think that we're going to hear a lot of rumors. And we will eat chicken probably because that's what we raise. And turkeys are hard to raise. They can be very difficult to raise. Past the poult, or the little, it's what you call a chick is a poult. Yeah. Awesome. That's awesome. Selling 40 to 50 dozen a month. You have your turkey already. Good, good, good. I do have one. I forgot somebody gave us a turkey. I have a turkey. We probably ought to eat it for Thanksgiving. Had it a little while because I forgot somebody gave it to us. But I just remembered, oh yeah, I got that turkey. There's a big old butterball out, and it's actually a butterball turkey out in the freezer. Just harvested your turkeys. Yep. You guys like ham. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, everybody eats something different. Usually growing up, we had a turkey and a ham and chicken and noodles, dressing, gravy. It just, yeah, all kinds of good stuff. Cranberry salad, pistachio salad. I'm trying to think of what all. My mom used to make so much for Thanksgiving, and yeah, we had food for days. So, yeah, but I don't know. We'll see what I cook this year for Thanksgiving. Hopefully, I won't be by myself this year. Last year, I was by myself, but that's okay. We'll see. Um, this year, I think I'll. I don't know if any of the kids will get to come or not. I guess I wasn't by myself. Hannah was here. Janet, Homestead, where you are? Yeah, prime rib. Yeah, yeah. There's lots of good food to have for Thanksgiving, and it's okay to not have a quote quote traditional Thanksgiving. Make your own traditions. Make it yours. We just like, I don't know. Sometimes we have chicken, sometimes we have turkey, and a lot of times we'll have turkey because we usually spend Thanksgiving with Gary's folks. But and I'm sure they have turkey. And my sister-in-law, or Gary's sister-in-law, makes a really neat 7-layer salad that I absolutely love. So she usually makes that for me, and then I'll make pies. Part of my stuff is pies. You wouldn't pay that price, no way, huh? Yeah, $7.49 a pound is a lot. Oh, I missed the part. We'll have to pop back up, but I don't know. So we're downsizing big time on the homestead. We're going back more. Feed prices are out of this world. We are in a drought here in Kansas. And so we are downsizing to a more sufficient. Let's see. Come to New Mexico. You're more than welcome here. Already have everything you need except for the veggies and fruits. Yeah, I may go. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't spent Thanksgiving with my family in a lot of years, and my parents are getting older. They're going to be 80 soon. Well, in less than a year, my parents will be 80. And so I probably ought to spend more time with them. I am going um, to meet my sisters for a girls' date this coming Saturday. We're going to go and have a girls' day. Oh, shrimp, yum. There's Gary. But we usually, yeah, Gary. Gary, are you driving? You better not be driving and on YouTube. But Anyway, I guess he could play his phone. He just don't be reading the chat and driving. Be safe. But anyway, so yeah, I've got one of my nephews is getting married, and one of Gary's nephews is getting married, and they're getting married the same day. So I'm gonna go to Oklahoma to my nephew's, the nephew on my side's wedding, and I think Gary's gonna go to the one in Missouri. We'll see. Um, but anyway, that's not till in a couple weeks. But anyway, we my sisters and I are gonna go shopping on Saturday, and spend time together, and some of our nieces and some of the nieces, and then Gary will be here to help me with chores, so I can spend a little bit of time with them, and then in a couple weeks, I'll be going to a wedding, and Becca and Marcus are gonna go with me, and so I won't be going by myself, and I'll get to see all my family then. Yep. Not reading, just texting. Awesome. Kevin, I think I gave you guys my best layers. Oh, Emma's stuck in traffic in Illinois. Oh my goodness. Well, Gary is on the road in Missouri, and he is driving and texting. I hope you're using voice to text. Be safe, honey. Yeah, you're getting close. But yeah. So anyway, we're down from, almost, I don't remember. We had 65 or 70. Hello, Tracy with Kansas Garden Guy. Kansas Garden Guy Tracy is in his house. Your roadside park. Are you walking because you're bored to death? He has to take breaks. He can't hardly take the whole thing in one go. He has to take breaks. But we are downsizing. So we're down to 3 cows. We have Freedom, Freeman, and Fireball. And then we have 4 pigs. We're down to one of Little Mama's piglets, the 2 spotty hogs, which we call Karen. 2 spotted hogs we call the Karens, and Little Mama. And then we have what do we have? Five rabbits, 3 quail. I've got about 45 or 50 chickens. Um, Maybe over 50 chickens, like the laying hen chicken. Like I got around 40 laying hens, and then I've got roosters and a mama hen that's got babies. And so I've got just on the yard flock, I've probably got about just over 50, 55 to 60, if you count all those chicks and the mama. And then we have around 73 meat birds that are growing out. Uh-oh. The chat went away. So we're downsizing, getting things on a more manageable, and hello, Southern Blessed. Oh, Emma and her family only have a little over 2 hours to go. The chat keeps disappearing on me, so I have to see if I can get it back up. There we go. I got it back up. Okay. Oh, you only got 2 hours to go. Hello, Miss Patty. Hello. Mac and Patty. Thank you guys both for coming in. Yes, the Karens are very noisy, and they squeal a lot. And so my milking stanchion for my cow is right by their pen. And if you don't feed them before, or if they run out of feed while you're milking, they squeal and make the most noise that you have ever heard in your life. You go out the door of the house and they can see you, and they start squealing, wanting you to come feed them. They're just spoiled rotten. Spoiled rotten. Yes, I sell eggs at the farmer's market and from home here. Okay, Kevin, I didn't quite catch that. We need more laying hens. You needed. I read it wrong. You needed more. You were down to 4 before you got the ones from us. Awesome. And then Patty's talking to Emma. See if I can get that. Did I raise my price? I rose my price because of the feed cost. That's all I've risen my eggs for is the feed cost. Um, yeah, I just try. I have to pass the feed cost on to the customer. So yeah, they just want some love. Yep, that's it. Oh, Mac and Patty are giving Emma and her family a hard time because they didn't stop and see them. But yeah, I only raised my prices because of the feed. So we feed them soaked oats, and the oats are soaked in the cow excess cow's milk and byproducts from making cheese and things like that. The way, and also we feed them, and I can't drink that much milk all by myself because she was giving 3 gallons a day, and we've got her down to giving a gallon and a half a day now. But so we soak the oats in milk. Right now I'm selling at the farmers market because I have fees at the farmers market. I sell them for $4 a dozen. They do free range. They do get whole soaked oats, and they also get. Oops, I got a little fly. They also get a laying pellet. Those laying pellets are costing me over about $22 a bag, and they're going through 2.5 to 3 bags a week, even though they get a free range. Hello, Jan. Hello, Rebecca. Hopefully the chat will pop back up. But yeah, it's and then from home I sell them for 3.50 a dozen. Yeah, and Emma's family tries to avoid Memphis at all costs, and they're trying to get home because the kids got school tomorrow. But yeah, so oh, 4.50 a dozen and selling out. That's awesome. Oh, been on the oh gosh, Emma, that's a long haul. Yeah, there's not a unfortunately at the farmers market in Emporia, we have vendors that undercut us on purpose, and for $26 for 5 dozen. So that's over $5 a dozen. Yeah, that's crazy. That's $5.20. Did I do my math correctly? A dozen. That's crazy. Um, we we do the best we can, but we do have folks. Hello, Tiny Tim. There are some folks that sell at the market. They're selling their eggs from anywhere from $2.50 a dozen up to $3.50 a dozen. Just depends on the vendors. And I have to charge 4. And typically I sell out, but farmers market's starting to fall off. A lot of folks aren't coming. They're busy with their kids are doing soccer in the on Wednesday, or excuse me, on Saturdays. Yes, we have that, but it's not enforced, Tracy. The vendors are supposed to match prices and sell at similar price, but we've got vendors that don't. And I don't feel like um I can't go down on my price. And so I have my steady customers that are willing to pay that, and my eggs are free range, and I do have larger eggs than some of the ones that are selling theirs for 250 and 350 because they're selling little bitty eggs, like they're selling banny eggs and pullet eggs for that price. And so it is not comparable when I've got large eggs. So I don't know. It's really sad to me that they do that, and used to it didn't happen, but it does now. And unfortunately, our market manager doesn't call them out on it, and that's her job. She should say, "Hey, you need to not be undercutting other people," but they do anyway. Well, typically we have a very strong market and have had a very tight knit vendor group, and where they wasn't too gossipy or negative or anything, but we've gotten some new vendors, and I'm not sure what has happened, but the newer vendors are very cutthroat, unfortunately. And I probably will discontinue market next year. I don't know for sure. Just there's it's just shifting in a way that I'm not happy with. I did have to how do I want to put this? It's more of I don't like that there are the we're not as tight knit of a group anymore. I don't like that. And the big thing is we're just losing customers. And if I can sell all the eggs I can sell from home and sell them for 3.50 a dozen or enough to, and I don't even make money at that, guys. And at $4 a dozen, I'm not making money. I'm just paying for feed costs and water costs to water them and their supplies. That's all I'm paying for. But if I can sell them at home, I'm not going to pay the extra gas money to go to Emporia to the farmers market and pay the farmers market fees when I can sell them at home. You're getting it for first duck eggs. Awesome. Thanks, Jan. Yes, Tracy goes to a larger farmers market. Yeah. Okay, so they have a set price for stuff. Cool. I don't have Craigslist. It's not very active here in our community because we're so rural. Craigslist doesn't really apply. Um, but yeah, I've thought about there's another market that's booming. That's a rural market that is almost the same distance for me to go than Emporia, and I thought about trying that market next year. Um, it's and we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what next year brings. We'll see what next year brings. I don't know. Yeah. So I love the people. I do have a subscription to where folks can pay for a subscription, weekly subscription, different sizes, and they can customize it and get like, hello Shannon, hello hello. Um, there you go. I'm glad she calls them out. Tracy, ours doesn't, and it's kind of a pain. Um, but anyway, we have went blank. What was I talking about? Yeah, yeah. Um, I forgot what I was talking about. I got sidetracked. But I like farmers market. I love the customers. Our customer base seems to be shrinking as well for the Emporia farmers market, and I'm not sure that that's anybody's fault. The economy's starting to really slow down, and I don't know if that's the issue. But it is difficult to work full time and make the market. Um, if I like usually I sell soaps and lotions, and Um, I'm really struggling to get enough time to get my soaps and lotions made to in order to take them to the market. Indoor market will start in November, and um, it'll just be 2 Saturdays a month, and we'll see what comes of that. Gary spoons sell well. He hand carved spoons. My jams and jellies sell well. My cinnamon breads sell well. But I'm really thinking about moving more towards home to where I'm not traveling so much. And it's difficult. It's difficult to try to get hit every Saturday and try to get that dedicated. I'm just not. It's hard to get that dedicated. I want to spend time with my family and hello, Chuck. What's up, Chuck? I want to spend time with my family. It's difficult to go to farmer's market on Saturday morning and miss that time. Yes, it is cinnamon swirl like coffee cake bread. Make it in a bread. I've got a loaf here that I kept out. Got to get it off the table here. So yeah, so it's a 2-pound loaf, weighs 2 pounds, and I sell it for $6, which probably I'm not really making much profit, but I tried to bump it up and couldn't sell it, and so I figured a little bit of profit was better than none. So, do I sell online? I don't know. No, I don't. I don't. I guess I'd have to freeze it and try to ship it to you, Shannon. I don't know how that would go about shipping. It might be not worth shipping it. The shipping prices are crazy. Oh, Deanna's in here. So you guys will see Rock Ridge in the comments, and Deanna sent me an email last night, and her son Mark is 14 or 15, and he's been having some kidney issues and had to have surgery to remove a blockage, and then got staph infection. And so please remember Mark and Deanna and Mike in your prayers from Rock Ridge. We'll pray for him here in a little bit whenever we pray for everybody. But please be praying for them. Fall wreaths to sell. Cool, cool, cool. You buy a loaf, yeah. Whoops, that last one. Didn't get the last. I'm behind on the chat and it keeps disappearing. Flower farming. Mountain Maples flower farming. I have not done much flower farming. I have just done like my zinnias and some of the flowers there. And sometimes we pick the wildflowers and take a bouquet in with us and sell them. Hello, Charlene. Yes, I'm doing good. Doing really well. Today was a dizzy day, but I'm doing all right now. Earlier, not so good. Gary, I think Gary was worried about me. Hello, Lori. Hello, CNC. Hello. Yeah, just downsizing on the farm, on the homestead. I think I'm even going to go smaller gardens. It is tough to do farmers market and work, and I do, I am Gary's secretary as well for his business and for the farm. So I think we're going to go out of the big farming and go more just to sustenance level of our homesteading and see how that goes. Jill would be perfect, Emma. She is so sweet, and she's good at answering questions. Growing lavender, yes. But anyway, oh, that's what I was talking about earlier, and I forgot. Was yeah. Anyway, but yeah, it's just really hard to keep up with things and try to homestead. So we're going to go more back to sustenance level. We're going to go back to more sustainable for us, smaller level. Probably get out of the market gardening. Definitely get out of the raising meat for others. We may still raise some chickens because they're good barter. We barter well with those. So like this winter, I'll barter chickens for hay. I've already gotten hay. With the drought, we've had to already start haying. But I have a subscription. That's what I was on earlier. Subscription once a week that, and there are different levels of subscriptions, but like a dozen and a half eggs, 18 pack of eggs, and a half gallon of milk is $10. And then if you add a loaf of bread, then it's $16. And if you want a gallon of milk, 2 dozen eggs, and a loaf of bread is like $20. But yeah, they have those subscriptions. But Freedom's getting close on her calf. We think that yeah, times are tough. Yes, she does know her stuff. Oh, Gary stopped in Camdenton to get fuel, so he's almost there. He's just got an hour left. But prices are crazy. You miss the good beef and pork, but totally understand. Yeah. So we will have one more pork to sell, and we will have more beef. Deanne, if you guys need beef and pork, let us know. We will have one more pork to sell, and we will have one more beef to sell. And it's just getting, with the drought, we just cannot. The drought is awful. So this is like our second or third year of drought. And it's really, really hitting things hard, especially the pastures. We've already started having to start haying. And Freedom had a part of our knowing that we needed to supplement with hay is Freedom dropped her milk, which also, it's kind of a catch-22. So there's several things going on for her milk production to drop this week. Her milk production dropped this week from 3 gallons to just under 2. Or from just under 3 gallons of milk to just under 2. Part of that was our grass was running out, so we had to get hay out, which we had hay, so we got hay out. And the other thing is she's getting further along in her pregnancy, so her milk production is decreasing as I think she's getting ready to start. I think she's finishing up her second trimester and getting ready to start her third trimester. And they have trimesters just like humans. So gestation is 9 months. 9 months is gestation on a cow. So I think she's starting her third trimester, and she's really starting to show. I need to get her preg checked and get a better idea on that. I just haven't got it done. I need to get it done because I need to, for her health and the calf's health, know when the best time to go ahead and dry her up is, so that she can focus on having enough to supply her calf and take care of herself. Because just like a human, if I kept milking her, she would work towards producing the milk, and that might or might not, depending on nutrition value, that might take away from her. Yeah, the drought is really bad. Flower Hill Farm, cool. That's a good one. Good. Thank you for that suggestion. Oh, there we go. Oh, you see the arch. Awesome. 30 minutes from you guys are right behind each other, right around each other there. But yeah, I want to take good care of her. So yeah, I want to take care of her and be a good steward of her. The sheep we took the sheep off this week. I did loaded the sheep and I loaded them Monday, took them to the auction house on Tuesday after work, and they what jams and jellies do I sell at my market? I try to go with what's in season. So I need to make blackberry jam. I have blackberries in the freezer Gary picked for me. But what I have right now is sandhill plum or sand plum jelly. And then that's what I have right now is jellies. I am out of everything else. Our fruits I've not gotten access to fruits hardly at all. I need to pull some more plums out of the freezer and some more blackberries out of the freezer and make some more jam there. And then I think I've got pawpaws frozen from last year. Our pawpaw crop this year was a bust. And so I think I will pull last year's out and make pineapple pawpaw jam, because that just, oh man, Gary's mom made pawpaw pineapple bread. That stuff was amazing. So I'll be making some of that bread. I think I'll be making some jam too, just to try it out and see how it goes. The bad thing is about freezing the pawpaws they will turn. The jam will be a darker color, and that may not offset people, or I don't know. We'll just see. We'll just see, because typically it's a bright yellow. The jam is a bright yellow, but when you make it out of fresh pawpaws. But when you freeze them, they'll get air and draw air, and they turn dark like a banana. And I sell them for $6 a half pint right now. But your area, yeah, right now I'm selling my jams and jellies for $6 a half pint, because right now I'm paying just over $1 for the jar and lid and ring, brand new. I'm having to buy them brand new because they're not coming back to me that in enough quantities to refill them. So yeah, a, a pack of jars is just over $12 for a 12 pack of jars, that tax and all included here in our area. And then I have to have sugar in there, and then the fruit itself, and the thyme and the water. I'm not sure if I'm making profit, but that's what the going rate is at market. And so I try to go with the going rate. I can't lower my egg prices. I just can't. And so yeah. You left your boots? Do you need me to let me go. I'll have to look later for your boots. I hope you didn't leave your boots. That would be bad. Like your work boots? 'Cause you're wearing your dress boots, aren't you? So Gary. Are they in the bedroom? Where are your boots? I'll be right back. I guess I'll talk to him after after the live. I'm gonna go look real quick. Yes, you left your boots. They're right by the back door. Oh, what do we need to do about that? I guess I'll talk to you in a little bit. All right, Lynette, thanks for coming in. Well, Tracy said, well, Tracy, like his dress boots are like, I'll take my boot off so you can see. His dress boots are like this. And then his work boots are lace up Ariats. So he definitely needs his lace up Ariats. So are you wanting me to meet you halfway? I can do chores real quick. Cussing swear to forget the boots. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Julie. Thankfully he doesn't do much cussing and swearing. But all right, see you later, Miss Lynette. So yeah, his boots are by the back door under the table. His work boots. So Gary, if you want me to meet you halfway, I will go do chores, and I guess if I went and did chores, I could actually bring them to you tonight and just come home tomorrow. Yeah, I think that's a good idea to sell from home and then hit festivals and stuff. If you have a good oh, thank you, Lynette. Everybody if you have a good farmer's market, go and visit the farmer's market. Talk to the vendors, talk to the coordinator. If you don't have a good farmer's market, look into starting one. But a good way to do that is from home. Check your state laws and get the tax ID numbers that you might need to pay taxes. Make sure you're doing that. Yeah, cuss and swear. Oh, we're gonna stop at Walmart. Okay, that'll work. Okay. All right. Because I can I can do chores and get in the truck and bring them to you. Be kind of a pain, but I could do it. But I just can't. I came home and rested and feel much better. So, um, $1 an ounce. So that'd be $9 for a 8-ounce jar of jelly for a half pint. So I've got a jar of my jelly here. So there's my sand plum jelly. And I usually have apple or pear butter, but I didn't have access to any this year. And I also sell sweet pickled jalapenos. And since they have a high concentration of vinegar, I can get away with that. But yeah. So they're $6 a half pint as well. And on those, so you've got the jar, you've got it's almost a half pound of jalapenos in there. It's about 6 ounces of jalapenos, and jalapenos are around $2 a pound. So, and then you've got your sugar and you got your vinegar, so, and your pickle mix. So I'm probably just clearing maybe $1 on a jar of jalapenos. But yeah, making something, every little bit helps. But yeah, and a lot of those jalapenos, like we give away as gifts, we'll trade. I've traded those pickled jalapenos for hay before. We've got some friends that really like them, and they produce a lot of hay, so I'll sell them a bunch of them, trade them a bunch of them for hay. And depending on what the price of hay is, like if a round bale of hay is $55, well then I'm gonna trade them. I'm gonna trade them what? 10 jars would be $60. So yeah, and for a bale of hay. Yeah, they're good. They are good. Gary likes them. So I use a bread and butter pickle mix and um, sugar and vinegar to make them, and they're really good. They're not quite cowboy candy. They're not as syrupy as cowboy candy, but they're still sweet. And then you get that one that's spicy. You get a good jalapeno flavor, and then you get one that's sneaky and is really spicy, and folks kind of like that sneaky spicy. Tomatoes are coming in great guns. Gary and I picked tomatoes yesterday and got about half a bushel of tomatoes. So I've got some tomatoes in the crock pot cooking down. Oh gosh, it depends on the hanging weight, Mr. Charles. But processing in all, for say the calf is 18 months old, processing in all, I think our last one was for half a beef, processing in all was just over $2,000. Well, drops, it depends on your size of your round bale. So some of our round bales are really big, and and half a ton of hay. So yeah. Oh, you like that mine aren't syrupy? But yeah, so, and we're in drought. So hay's expensive. When you're in drought and you're not getting, like, your fields, some of the fields made a third of what they normally make. So, yeah. And that was just a guess. I think it's 95 or 100. It's 95 or $100. I think Mr. Paul told me for a bale of prairie hay. A ton, not a bale, excuse me, a ton. So it'd be like 2 bales, depending on the size of the bale, maybe 2.5 bales to a ton, which would be 2,000 pounds. But yeah, I don't know. Gary knows more about the hay. I just know that about 55 to 65 for a 5x6 or 6x6 round bale is about the going rate right now around here. Yeah, they are. They are, Emma, because drought and supply and demand. The demand's high and the supply is low. So, and it costs the farmers a lot to cut and bale that hay, and fuel's high. And that cost has to be passed on, and the supplies are high, repairs are high. And so yeah, so that is part of our downsizing our cattle herd, was because of prices and because of the drought and because I'm by myself, and um, working and calving out heifers is not ideal. We don't, since they're first year heifers, we don't know how they would calved out. So if one of them had issues and I was at work, we could have possibly lost a cow and a calf, and I really don't want to have to. I don't want to have to deal with that as by myself. So, yeah. Um, yep, that's exactly right, Emma. Yeah, that's what we happen to do. Um, having to cut corn, have to cut down. We're going from a farm, going back down to a home, what I would consider a homestead, where we're more focused on our sustainability and being self-sufficient for ourselves, which I hate using the word self-sufficient. I feel like we rely totally on God, so it's really God reliance. But this is our third year of a bad garden. So yeah, last year was horrible, and we're still seeing residual effects from the spray. And so it's just difficult. I haven't checked my sweet potatoes. I still have sweet potatoes in the ground. I need to do a garden tour really bad. I haven't done one in a while. I've got a video that I hope to get up this week, but internet is spotty and we're busy. So hopefully, if I can get that video up this week, we will have an animal update. It is a couple of weeks old, but we'll show you some of the animals and how the animals are doing. I need to shoot another one. Yes, that is right, Julie. We had the same here. Oop. You guys are thinking about adding cows. There you go. Yes, yes. I think that would be wise. At least a butcher calf for yourselves and one to sell. I mean, that would be ideal. And yeah, because you guys got great grass, you got that pond, and yeah, you guys got an amazing setup for beef cattle for just a few calves. Yeah, you guys, I'm glad you guys are discussing that and thinking about that. Um, so our son is. You guys had an unusual amount of moisture. Well, you guys got all ours dropped. See, it's Drop's fault, y'all. We're in drought. Drops dropped all our water up there in the Pacific Northwest. Yeah, it's Drop's fault. Um, so yeah, that's about market. Oh, I take duck eggs too. Duck eggs are going for $6 a dozen. And I take about a dozen a week, and because I eat the duck eggs as well, I get 3 to 4 duck eggs a day. Um, and so yeah, and I need to the ducks. We don't hardly feed. We give them a little bit of the grain soaked oats, and I give them a little bit of the chicken laying pellets. But pretty much they free range and forage on their own. And I need to change that. I need to get them a pen built. Good. Glad you guys, it's not been too bad for you guys. It's not Drop's fault. Oh gosh. I never said anything about extra wives, buddy. I was talking about water and drought. But anyway, but I don't know. Just keep going. That's all I can do right now is keep going. And yeah, gardens are coming down to an end. The raised beds are ready to get cleaned out. Um, I was not offering for another wife. Mercy. Wow. Drops, you're a mess. Anyway, oh me, because I was blaming you for stuff. Is that it? Yeah, man. Anyway, yes, he is a mess. He is a mess. Anyway, as we would say in the South, bless your heart. I know I'm no longer in the South because I'm in Kansas, but that's what we would have said. Have some soap for sale. Awesome! I need to have some soap for sale. I also need to have an online store. I know that I do. And maybe I should devote myself more towards that than going to farmer's market. It feels good to be in Missouri. Hmm. Yeah, we'll see. I'm teasing. Yeah, I don't know. I love Kansas. It is getting very, very disheartening. This is my third year damage from spray. We got a light damage the year before, the 3 years ago. So in 2020 we got light spray damage, and then in 21 we got hit hard, and then this year we're still dealing with residual. So I have no walnuts this year. Absolutely no walnuts. I didn't have walnuts last year either. Um, yep, the Midwest is always hit and miss. Yep, and so my fruit, no blackberries were very slim because of the drought. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's getting very discouraging. I'm not going to quit. I am going to downsize to where there's not, like, it doesn't seem as big of a loss, and maybe it's being more manageable. And water is an issue. We're very limited on our water availability. So, and before somebody says rainwater catchment, I've got that going. You got to have rain to catch it. But, yeah, going to Walmart. Gary's going to Walmart. Get him some shoes. Yeah, your blackberries were hit hard too, and so were your pecans on the. Yeah, we don't have many pecans in this area. Our friends Ed and Cindy live in town, and they have pecans. But I don't know how their trees are doing this year. We'll see. It's usually closer to Thanksgiving. Still got a few more weeks before the pecans will really start to fall. Caney ran out of water. Wow. Wow. So we have not even been put on restriction yet, which I'm really shocked because our water comes out of the city lake. Awesome! 30 batches of soap. I am jealous. I love soaping. Absolutely love soaping. I just don't get it done. I've got to get a better handle on my time, and yeah. I think I'm overcommitted. But yeah. So drops. I keep calling you drops, but it's Richard. Okay. I've, but yeah. So sheep are gone. Sheep brought a nice price. Wow. Patty says it's worse this year than the last 25 years she's lived there. It's pretty bad here in Kansas. It's really bad. We got big cracks in the ground. Hopefully, I'm praying. We have chances of rain for Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning, and I'm hoping we get it. It won't be much. I'm hoping that it is more than they think, and I hope we actually get it. A soap machine. But yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. Awesome! Lard soap and beard oil. I am out of lard, so I don't have any lard soap. And I haven't made beard oil in forever. It didn't sell well at the market, but my boys loved it. I need to make some for Christmas just to send for my guys. Uh oh. The well was low. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then you run into the risk of getting into the silts at the bottom of the well if your well wasn't cased properly. or in older wells. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Dee. You're engaged. Gary wants beard oil. I think I have some beard oil in the bathroom for you. We need to get that going since you're growing out your beard. Patty's been keeping an eye on you, Richard. She's listening. But yeah, so got to make some beard oil. Evidently, Gary needs some beard oil. I thought about making some beard balm, that's in the but the beard oil works really good, and I put it in a nice little dropper, that works good. So yeah, I don't know. So Richard, have you and Phoebe set the date for our wedding? If you haven't, it's okay. If you don't even have to tell me the date. Just curious. Being a nosy Nelly. You don't have to tell me the date. Just curious. But yeah. So I guess I've got to make lotion bars. I have quite a bit of lip balm left. And I need to make soap. Definitely need to make soap. We bought a bunch of soap a while back. And no, he won't shave. He will grow his big beard. I love his beard. He grows a nice beard. Nice pretty beard. It's darker this year than it normally is. It's usually red, but it's looking darker, but who knows what it'll look like after it grows out fully. And he's got a lot of white in it. It's getting pretty gray, but I love his beard. So he's handsome with or without a beard. He's just a handsome feller. And I know some of y'all are jealous because one, you're not as handsome as he is. Two, you can't grow a beard, but it's okay. It's okay. What is it Red Green says? If the girls don't find you handsome, at least they should find you handy. But Gary's handy and handsome. So, yeah, he can fix things and he's handsome too. So, Gary, are you blushing yet? Grew a mustache. Turned 60. When you turn 60, okay. Drought for 3 years. Yeah. I don't know what I did there, but been in a drought for 3 years now. You look like Fabio. You forget we've seen you. We've seen you in your videos, Richard. But anyway, yeah. So, yeah, our rain catchment isn't working because I guess because our gardens are so big because there's just not enough rain to catch. And so, yeah. We also feed water animals, or we water animals out of it when we do catch water. But yeah. I guess we technically do have a rain catchment system since our water comes from the city lake. Just been, yeah. And then we have our Holden tank. From when we get water, it goes into a Holden tank because we don't have, like, our water isn't a constant. Our line, the main line that comes to us, isn't pressurized, so we don't have a constant supply of water from our source. But we do have a Holden tank with a pump on it, and so we have water available when we want it. But it's just, we still have to be careful so that we don't overuse. In case something happens and there's a breakdown or something, we still have water, which I guess is good. If there's a line break, we could make it. Especially by myself, I could make it a long time on our Holden tank. But yeah, I don't know. The chat keeps going away. Phoebe is happy making soap and all is good. Oh, you're back helping your mom. Awesome. Yeah, is it turning red? Okay. Adding a rain catchment to the chicken coop. Awesome. That'll be good, Emma. That'll be real good. That'll make things easier, and hopefully it will work out well. I've got the swimming pool, what we call the swimming pool, which is a stock tank at the end of the house, and it catches everything comes off the house. And yeah, it just lasts. It lasts a couple weeks whenever we get if we don't get consistent rain, it only lasts a couple weeks. If we get enough rain in it to fill it up, we haven't been getting enough rain to fill it up. To your barns, yeah, yeah. We do have the cistern out there, and our plans with the store were to add a rainwater catchment onto it when we get it done and put it into the cistern. But we'll see. Right now, we are in survival mode. And Gary and I were talking about there is a such thing as burnout. And we have spent 6 years now building this place. We've been here 5 years. We've been 6 years building this place. And we're pretty, excuse me, we're pretty burnout. Yes, we've got to do that too, Emma. Oh, Drops is going to be neighbors. Richard and Phoebe are going to be neighbors. Missouri or Arkansas. Yeah, yeah. Tired of the Northwest. That's all right. Come on down here to the Midwest and to the South. Yeah, it's different. I don't know if you've been to the South and to the Midwest much, but it's different, but I like it. Like it. I guess I've lived in Wyoming, and I liked Wyoming, and I like Kansas a lot. Missouri is really nice too. Lived in Georgia for 20 years. Okay, so you know about the South. Oh my, Drops is coming. Yeah, Richard is coming. He's coming. Batten down the hatches. I'm teasing. I'm just teasing, Richard. I know you can take it. You'll just tease me right back. But yeah, I need to be able to enjoy it. Yep. Come to Missouri. We can be neighbors. That's kind of the popular place right now is Missouri, and I don't. It's a beautiful. Missouri is a beautiful state. So is Arkansas. So is Kansas. So is Oklahoma. Yeah, I mean, there's every state I've been in. There's been beauty. So, just yeah, just find where you need to be. That's what you got to do. Well, guys, I'm going to ask for prayer requests. Anybody got um, Tim says come to Arkansas. He's biased. Um, Anybody got prayer requests? I know we have Lee or D, Deanna at Rock Ridge, her son Mark, and D and Mike as well. Um, let's lift them up in prayer. Does anybody else have any prayer requests? Won't you be my neighbor? I'm gonna go ahead and start praying, and prayers for Shannon that her latest procedure works. Okay, okay, Shannon and Mark and Deanne and and Mike. Mac's mom sick with bad cough. Okay. Well, I'm gonna start. Go ahead, and if you have one, keep posting it, and I will look up before I finish out my prayer. Okay, Father God, I lift up Deanna and Mark and Mike to you, Lord. Lord, I ask that you would touch Mark's body, that you would heal him, that you would give doctors wisdom, that you would ease any concerns or anxiety that Deanna and Mike have, or that you would just comfort them, that you would ease any pain that Mark might be in, that, Lord, you would heal him and restore him to himself, Lord. His bubbly, friendly self, he's such a sweet young man. Lord, I just thank you for bringing them into my life, and thank you for them being such great friends to us. Lord, I lift up Shannon and her procedure. Lord, I ask that this procedure would be successful, that she would have some relief from her symptoms. Lord, I ask for wisdom for the doctors, and I also ask for relief from any anxiety that she may have. Lord, I ask for you to aid her healing, that she would have a speedy recovery, and Lord, I pray for success. Lord, I lift up Mac's mom to you, Lord. I ask that you would ease her cough, that you would heal her body. Lord, that you would be with Mac and Patty and uplift them and give them rest, Lord. And that I thank you, Lord, that they can take her into her home and into their home and just have that companionship for her. I know she's able to care for herself mostly, and Lord, I thank you for that ability. And Lord, I thank you that she can live with them and not be all by herself. And Lord, I just ask that you would continue to bless them, that again, you would be with her, you would be with them, and that you would guide them, Lord, and that you would heal her and ease her cough. Lord, if there's any requests that I'm missing, I'm going to look and see if there's any more. Didn't pop up. If there's any requests I'm missing, Lord, you know those requests. Lord, I just thank you and praise you for this time. I thank you for all these friends and family that come in and spend time with me every week. Lord, I thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, guys, thank you guys for coming in today. I'm going to go and get my chores done because I have piddled this afternoon away after I got back from Iola. I rested, which I guess isn't piddling. You need to rest. So I'm going to go get the animals to care of, which won't take me long. It doesn't take me long now. And I pray you guys have a blessed week. And remember, God made you special, and he loves you very much. Good evening, everybody. Have a blessed week. Hopefully, I'll see you in your videos, and you guys can see me in mine. Hey, Amanda, I'm getting ready to sign off, honey. Spokane is a 5-hour trip. My goodness. Yeah, I gotta beat that sunlight. Love you too, Amanda. All right, guys, we will talk to you later. Have a blessed week. I gotta figure out how to leave the live.